Good, and we till we come to different. Yes.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
my God, shit is super crazy right now. We're both under construction.
I know, right? I had to find like my little five
We go.
minute phone real
It's
quick.
all right. We pouring some love into ourselves before Valentine's Day, so that's what we do. There we go. Let's get to our countdown so we can get ready to settle things in and start this goddamn show. Let's go.
We are the Smile 69 Network with the sexy producer and lead host, Vanessa Smiles. The girl, Miss Beauty Doll, is here and all about that business. And you know who I am. It's your girl, Presenda.
Hey, Queen.
Hey.
And I was like, oh my God, yes. Oh,
Smiles 69 Network is on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. Also, find us on Facebook.com/Smiles69 Network.
Vanessa smiles so live, it's true. Person always shining through. So fine, Smile 69.
Check these fine ladies out on the Smile 69 Network. They get it in.
You've tuned into Smile 69 Network.
Hold on. Hey, what's going on, world? It's your girl, Vanessa Smiles, and we are live on the Smile 69 Network show. And today we are talking about your motivation. Okay, we are covering The Baby, and we're going to cover some of the lyrics from Kelly Rowland's song. And we have a Chase Money Back Guarantee video that we can show for a brief moment. We won't be here for a long time, but we'll be here for a good time. And until Queen Priscilla Rose and Miss Beauty Doll, my lovely co-host, what's going on with you, hun? How are you?
I was choking.
So we are currently under construction. Is that correct?
Yeah. We got a lot going on. As y'all can see, I am sitting on my couch right now.
But we still have the Nightmare Before Christmas.
You know, I always do. I always have Deadpool and Jack. Wait. Oh, Deadpool and Jack behind me. You can't see my Deadpool because he all the way up there. But you know, I'm always having.
Oh, look at him! Yes.
I'm in a car. My favorite part of the end of the show.
There we go. And I will always have at least something to drink, whether I have a background, no background. Something to drink will always exist. Yes, absolutely. Oh my God. So today I really kind of wanted to talk about your motivation because I've been feeling like dick is motivating and also distracting at the same time. Like, I don't know. That's just where I'm at in my life, unfortunately. And I'm trying to gather myself and get shit together. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, when I recently looked up Kelly Rowland's motivation song, it had a different meaning to me. It started to change the way that I view things. But I also noticed that there's a lot of crazy things going on in society where motivation is definitely a factor. So in one of these videos that I recently came across, it stuck a sore someone said good coochie. We're gonna get to these comments because I know niggas is gonna immediately talk about dick and pussy as we do. But here we have is we're gonna get on the financial side of the game. I'll pause this and start it from the beginning so we can get a full glimpse of this. Simply because we have a customer who's doing a transaction at a Chase branch. And something happened, and at a certain point, they wanted their money back. And I guess after they found out they have overdraft fees. So let's just see the determination and the motivation in this young lady as she jumps over the counter and figures out what she wants to do with this guy.
What? You gonna fucking jump me? Oh, hell. You gonna sit there fighting? Bro, but I'm telling you that I want your money, look.
Wow.
You see this? Yeah. I mean, look over there. Oh, I get money.
I was gonna leave. I'm sure as shit glad I didn't though. I'm glad I didn't.
All right. Playing with me. Got me fucked up. Don't take in my shit. Fuck you mean?
We can hear you.
Beauty, did you see the madness?
First off, they was in Atlanta and they was in Buford and they was at Chase Bank and I bank with Chase Bank and I think I know what you don't bruh, I be wanting to jump over the motherfucking thing sometimes. So I understand the frustration because they will literally you won't have like come on. They like either she didn't get the memo because
Yeah.
they let you know like everything about your account. So maybe she was just thrown the fuck off.
And my only thing is this such a sore chord. Shout out to Priscinda in the building. We have Queen Priscinda. Oh my God, Priscinda. Yes. We have this struck a sore chord because I used to work for Chase Bank. So this is very,
And
very,
I
very.
at Chase. What happened?
I will play the video again for you people.
Please. I was on live and I didn't realize that I wouldn't be able to like hear you come on, like send me a text.
Oh my God.
So
I know
I
these
was
ones are
here
crazy.
and I was just on live messing around.
Well, here we are. Oh
Go,
my
I'm
God.
ready.
Look at this madness, please. This is a young lady who has motivated herself to climb on top of this counter and get her money back in the middle of a transaction.
I do not think it goes by young lady.
It says her.
What in the hell? What the fuck is wrong with her? What? The fuck?
She said she never disrespected him.
But girl, what you doing?
Oh. Bro, but I'm telling you, they're how much money. Look.
Wow. Oh, that shit is looking like federal charges.
Yes, that is. Like, oh my God.
Federal crime. That is a federal crime.
I'm shit glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't.
Shout out to the guy who's recorded. Shout out to him. But I respect that she was calmly, like she didn't try to take nothing more. She just took her money back. And they got her fucked up.
Honey, she is walking with her chest out and with the food, baby. Okay.
Why I have to say that I'm not really mad at her?
I'm not either.
I don't know why. I'm just not. I'm, and even though as a pre-employee of Chase, I understand the frustration of that person, but you gotta know when to tap out. Like as soon as somebody climbs over the counter, oh, here you go.
Right.
You want your money?
No, he knew
you want your money back?
Wait, what was she saying that they didn't give her money? What happened? I still don't understand her point.
Basically, she deposited money in her account and they took out overdraft fees. The money went towards her overdraft fees. So she was like, y'all gonna give me the rest of my fucking money. And the dude kept telling her it wasn't no money in there. And she was like, I just deposited. You gonna give me back my motherfucking money. Now, where dude tapped out at and he realized he fucked up was when he bumped her and she bunched his ass back to that wall. and he walked back up and she was like, what you want to do? He was like, you know what? I told you it's not there. I'm sorry.
First of all, I ain't saying whether this is right or wrong, but I will say this. You know, as soon as you see a particular type of sister, don't do it. She looked like she ain't the one.
Look at her walk, bro.
She
But
looked
I wanted to ask you ladies, what do y'all think was her motivation for climbing over that counter?
Getting her
she was gonna get her
money. She worked hard. She had
No,
babies.
no.
She
It's
had a
more than money to do that. There has to be something more. I think that she was having a bad day already.
Nah,
And I
she
think
had
that
tax
he
money
was
bad.
the last straw on that bad day. And she was just like, nah, fuck that. Just like, remember Dave Chappelle? I don't like niggas playing on my fault. Like, that's exactly.
I'll tell you what I think it is. And maybe it's because I live in Flatbush. When I see a particular type of sister, and she is the type, right?
What, Priscinda, hold on 1 second. Let's explain this type. What is this type? Please clarify for people.
All right. First of all, let's just examine the way she walks. That's it starts there.
Very aggressive.
Soon as you see, not even aggressive, like just like, yeah, she ain't here for it. She's here for it. Let me tell you what I love about sisters like that, right? Whenever somebody tries to be passive aggressive and get in front of me in line, that sister shows up. I don't have to say a word. And they go hard. So, and I don't know if that's because that's just how they look here in Flatbush. But I have seen that sister many, many times. And whenever I see them walking through the grocery store, I'm like, I hope this goes good for her because she is not the one. I hope they treat her right. I hope that sale, on salmon comes up because she ain't gonna be happy. Like, and she ain't the one. She looks like she ain't the one.
I truly think every time I've been in a customer service facing position, I recognize that person from afar. And you know what? I'm always so happy when I don't get that person and somebody else fucks it up. When you can just turn your head to the side, like, oh,
right, I got nothing to do with that.
I'm waiting on people to start. They don't never start shit with little old me. They leave me the fuck alone at work. But
Beauty is because you're the one I was just describing. That would be you.
Oh yeah, because they already know. I let them know.
Hello.
Hey, I'm about to turn these lights off.
Hey.
Y'all need to wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Now,
this side of the store is now closed. Stay on that side. I'm mopping, baby. I got things to do.
Oh my God. Let's get to some of these comments and then I have another question for you ladies. OGK Network, shout out to OGK Network in the building. He said some good coochie can be motivating. All right. Shout out to OGK Network. Kenneth C. Williams says already. What up? Salute to Kenneth C. Williams in the motherfucking building. Okay. Kenneth C. Williams also says I would have lit her ass up. She should have gotten equal treatment. Okay.
Oh shit.
All right. And she almost knocked him through that fucking window.
She almost knocked that nigga over the counter. Yeah.
She really did.
He hit that wall and thought about his life, his whole life.
But see what I'm saying? Look, no federal charge. They let her ass walk right out because they know.
Because what are they gonna? And also, what are they gonna do? And I respect. This is why I respect her.
What did they do because it wasn't money though? Is what I don't like. Where was her?
I get. Well, ultimately they gave it back to her, but they were going to put it on her account.
She could have just called. I've done that where I've deposited money and then they've been like, "Oh, you had overdraft fees," and I called like, "Them overdraft fees was not on my account before I deposited that money. Put my shit back, or I'm going ham." Like,
which is true. So sometimes that does happen, just like that.
You call. She just didn't go about it in the fashion.
Okay.
Well, you know,
but I feel her though because one time my account was missing $1, and I was like, let me put my clothes on to go down here because we're not even trying to start this kind of shit. And I was like,
yep.
My account is down $1. I need y'all to find my $1 right now.
And you know what? I think that with companies like this, what they truly don't understand, like people work very hard to accumulate whatever they have, even if it was passed down to them. They know the work that was put into anything that was accumulated. So the motivation for someone's energy to be on 10 like this when they are in a goddamn establishment is because they know the blood, sweat, and tears that got into it, and you're not about to play with it.
And let's be honest, people are in a particular headspace now because, with COVID and everything going on, and people are not, their jobs are either going away or it's a hot mess right now. Like, this is not the time like to be testing people.
Yeah.
Because she knocked that nigga through the wall.
I don't think I would have jumped over the counter though like that. She was in Gwinnett County. That's jail time, boy.
Yes, it
That's
is.
that it. Yeah, and you know what's crazy? When I used to work for Chase, that was one of the things I always worried about. I said, well, what's protecting me from these people?
Oh, can I tell you? So I worked Chase for 5 minutes, right? I worked for them for 5 minutes.
He said 5 minutes.
I worked at the
I
wrong
work
bank
for them.
like
You work for them
a
for
week.
5 minutes. I work for them an hour. So you 5 minutes.
Yeah, I
me
worked
an
for
hour.
them for 5 minutes. And so they had me in corporate banking, meaning like all those people that had like the furriers, you know, in the garment district, they would come in like 3, 4, 5 times a day with thousands of dollars each deposit. And we were on the second floor, no protective glass of any kind. So when they were training me, they were like, so what you want to do is in the event that, you know, we ever may get robbed, you want to give them the die pack. Now, here's when I knew I wasn't on land. So I my Miss Supervisor, I said, well, if they come to rob us, I'm going to give them all the money in the drawer. I'm going to give them my purse, and then I'm going to give them yours. That's how I'm going to handle this transaction if they come up in here. We had no barrier. Like, and it was only 5 of us that worked up there.
And I always say this, my job is to work and go home.
Yep.
To work and go home. So I want to keep that going. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not about to be tied up and raped in some back room. And they had the huge safe, like basically with only a wooden door separating it. And they had bearer bonds. I mean, just anything a thief would love. And I think they thought because they were on the second floor and that only the business people knew we were up there. That's why I worked at the wrong bank for 7 days. But criminals always know.
And let me say this. My logic was this. Y'all got more money. It's okay.
And you're insured.
Exactly. On top of everything.
I'm not laying my life on the line. I'm giving everybody shit away. As soon as he looked like he's gonna be a robber, I'm giving him everything.
I worked at Ross.
I think she didn't like it because I said I love Ross. Give them her purse too.
I worked at Ross. I worked at Burlington, and let me tell you, like, I've had 2 incidents at both those jobs when I was younger. One incident, I told the people, like, I think they stealing, and nobody will listen to me. And when the thing went off and they went past me, she was like, why you ain't stopping? Because I told y'all they was stealing. That is
right. I did my job. I did that part already.
She told my mom, I was like, snitch. And then I went to Burlington, and I'm literally like watching the girl steal the whole time. I rang her up and everything, and I just let her walk through.
Yep.
And then they was like when they stopped her, they was like, Miss Arthur, can you come over here? I said, no, I will not go through her stuff. And they was like, why? The last guy who went through somebody's stuff got punched in the face. As soon as I reached, they was like, come on, we need you to go through because you're the one who rang it up. I reached for that bag. She swung at me. I threw that bag right in her face, and I walked away. Lunchtime. I was like, I'm gonna go to jail with her. Nope. They was like, come out the bathroom. No, because I'm gonna punch her in the face. Nope.
I can't. Oh God, I love work antics.
No.
Right, let's get into these
to be in the bank that day, though. I would love to have seen that.
Right. That's why that guy was in the line. He was like, I'm glad I stayed. Yeah, I lived for a moment. Salute to super producer Geologic. Geologic says, salute to the chat. Oh, salute to the panel and rant room. I know what you mean. We're gonna get into that too. Candace Williams says Priscilla over there looking like she just got out the shower and letting the air out for some Ken. That's right. We keeping it clean and cute, okay? Clean and cute. The cooch stays clean and cute. There we go. And shout out to Just One Love. She says, yo, my people, my queen. Salute to you, Just One Love. Salute to you. And then we all and then Dialogic says she looks like a wrestler. I can't. Yes, she do. Candace Williams says she climbed up there like she don't even wash her ass and was on some nigga shit. They should have treated her like she was acting and did the Lord's work on her crazy ass. Oh my God.
Right. She's scared that he went to swing and she was like, what's up? He was like,
yeah, she was ready for a fight.
It was not in there. He literally moved out the way when she went to the back room. Everybody was on the other, as she was walking past them. They moved. They did not want none. Them people.
Because when
Look,
you see that walk, you know what's up.
them people in Georgia, look, they in Buford. They're not doing that. I'm surprised they didn't have a like. All I could think of is where's the security guard at? Because I've been like to a couple of Chase Banks in Georgia, and it's always like a little old dude or a little chunky dude, like
Yes.
sitting
Well, but
outside
due
with
to
security.
COVID, some branches are cutting back. I know that from experience. The last branch that I was working out in the beginning of COVID got rid of their security guard.
They need to figure
And I was
something
like,
out.
oh hell no.
Right.
Motherfuckers
But
that
no,
see that girl doing that video, now they just about to be jumping over the damn thing for no reason.
no,
I
I
mean,
have a
he was
question to ask
probably
you, Lazy.
old
That-
and was like,
Yeah, he been there for a while. It is what it is. But my question is this: being that she jumped up over there for some money, right? And we are a show where we like to. I like to get into people's business because I want to know what's going on in the bedroom. Anytime that you have climbed up for some dick, whether that be physically on top of dick, or whether that be in status or statue, as they say, to where you may have obtained someone that you may have thought have been out of your league, or you may have had a high perception of them, maybe higher than yourself. Either one. So climbing up on dick figuratively and climbing up on dick literally. Or either or.
I got one that match both of them.
Okay, let's go.
So we're not gonna name this person because I can't stand him now.
No, we
It's
don't need
not.
no names. They don't matter.
It's
No
not
face, no
it's
case.
not, But so I used to be in love with like this one dude, and then like yes, but he used to always. Well, first off, I was dating somebody. Well, I wasn't even dating anybody. It's just this whole like I wasn't supposed to. I guess he was threatening people or making it seem like we were dating or something, which is really irritating. So yeah, we got older or whatever. Just like when we were high school. So once we got older or whatever, we met back up, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm grown now. What's up? Like y'all not older than me like that no more. So he would not mess around with me. So like one morning, I was just like, you know what? We're doing this. I don't have time to play with you. I don't even care if you trying to be with me. Like that was his whole thing. He couldn't figure out if he wanted to be with me, and I'm like, I just want sex. Like we're gonna try it out one time because I seen it, and I was like, oh Lord Jesus. It was like really, really. And he was tall, so when they say down to his knee, Lord Jesus, it was.
Good job.
I felt like, and I was like one of those people that were, when I was younger, I had to conquer shit, so I felt like that was like a conquering situation.
And that's the thing. I love to conquer. I do. I love a challenge for the most part. Something for me.
Especially because he's been running from me for so many years. So it's like, so we're having sex, and I'm like, okay, got him. And I managed on that man. I don't even know how I did it, but I was riding him, and I managed to do a split, and was highly, highly, highly impressed with myself. Like even when I did it, I was like, yeah, like I started talking, and we started dating right after that.
Nice.
I accomplished both things.
Okay. I got a cute one. It ain't really that deep, but I guess I could say it's definitely like it's kind of both. I would say it is kind of it's definitely figuratively and it's a little bit physical as well. So when I lived in Miami, when I was in school, one of the girls who was in my dorm but next door to me, she used to do little twists hair years ago because we lived in North Miami, which was like right around the corner from the Hip Factory. So it was like sometimes people would still be in the area, whatever. But basically, she used to do little twist hair. And one time she wanted me and my other homegirl to come out. And they were on the beach just chilling this, that, and the third. And so at the time, there was this producer by the name of Detail. This is before he was on like other tracks, before allegedly what has happened to him since then. If you look him up, there's a lot of shit going on with him. But he was a producer, but he was like behind the scenes at the time. Like some people knew who he was, but some people didn't. But for me, I'm just becoming who Vanessa Smilez is. So for me, I don't really think people know me or anything like that yet in my mind. And for me, this guy seemed like he was bigger in status at the time. Like this guy, he did have more money than I did at the time. He did have, he had, access to clubs and places and things that I did not have access to. So at that time in my life, I did figuratively put him above me, because that's just how I categorized it at that time. Not that he was better than me as a human being. I'm like, hey, this nigga's popping because he got access to more shit than I do. That's really what it was. And it's just like when girls hang out with guys, it just happens that way. 3 girls, 3 guys. That's kind of what it really ended up being. So the first time we went to hung out, my friend, she's doing twist hair, and we standing on the balcony, we just smoking. He tries to fill up on me. He tries to, get some pussy, whatever. So I'm trying to, hold it down. I just smoke with him. I'm like, oh, no, I gotta go. So I turned him down like the first couple times when we all hung out. And then one time I was drunk, yes, but also when you're drunk and then there's familiar dick around, shit goes down, right? So Lazinia, I don't want to call no names, but yes, sorry, girl. My homegirl, she was out here. She was in the living room with Twist or whatever. I have no idea what anybody was doing, but they were all in the living room. And then me and Detail were out on the balcony. And then we were coming back like smoking or whatever. And then I was walking into the living room. He was like, oh, you left your bag on the bed. And I was like, oh, okay. So I walked in and literally like kissed me. And then he kissed me, and then I pushed him on the bed, and I rode him for, obviously you guys know that I've had to increase my riding time. So at this time it was only like 30 seconds worth of riding. You know what I'm saying? So it has gotten better since then. But at this time, nobody was getting no more than 30 seconds worth of riding at this time. So I rode him, and then, he realized that I wasn't going to ride him forever. So I gave, the back shot position, and, back shots, condom, we didn't eat each other out or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? We just kissed and we had sex with a condom. And, yeah, that was interesting. And then ironically, it was so weird because after that, the song came out with him and Lil Wayne. He's like, that's Detail right there. I said, look at this nigga.
Oh, shit.
I was like, yo,
you talking about that Detail. Oh,
and then a lot of shit has happened. A lot of shit has happened to this man. I wish him well. If anybody Googles this person, you'll be able to see everything that's surrounding this person. But sex is not foreign.
All right.
He kind of got Bill Cosby a little bit, allegedly.
Girl.
It's a lot of people out there, but I have to be honest about my experience. He did not arm me or anything like that. It was a group of friends with friends. I hung out with him several times, and we didn't do anything. We just literally smoked, and it was that one time we did. But even that one time we did, he didn't arm me. Other people have other stories, but I don't have that experience. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
But I have a question.
So going in Miami history.
But what made you put the 30-second time limit? Like, did you start with the time limit for riding then?
Well, not really the time limit for riding them, but I just knew that I couldn't last long. So I would really say it was probably like 10 minutes, because I would be like, I would ride a little bit in one position, and then I would kind of lower my knees if I got lazier, and then I would just get off and like get into like doggy style position or another position that I would feel like be quick, so he could just fall in place, come on top of me, and just fuck me that way. Okay, because I would like if I got tired, I would immediately get up and I'm gonna go into the next position, so you don't get a chance to like so you already know like that's what we're doing. Like you're not gonna try to coerce me to keep riding or anything like that.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, we're going to another position after this. But he was cool. I think he was just happy to get pussy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it
like
was
most men are.
His homeboy got his hair done. He got pussy. I don't know what.
A good night.
Yeah.
That's a good night. What happened to the third couple though?
I have no idea. And actually, I'm giving out fucking people names, yo. And yes, I had a girlfriend in college named yes, Beauty. But anyway, so I had no idea what happened to them. She said that they didn't do anything. We talked about it afterwards, but I have no idea what they were doing. But me and Detail were in one room, and everybody was in like the other area. It was like on Collins and like around the 60s. I remember that.
Okay.
It was some type of like apartment condo shit that these guys had. That's what they were staying at.
Okay.
And shout out to the 98 Chevrolet Malibu that I pulled up in. Okay.
All right.
And I just felt so like looking back at it now, it's kind of crazy because this is like this luxury fucking nice Miami condo apartment. And I didn't have no clue. My Malibu that was leaking coolant. Like my Malibu that was leaking coolant all over Miami. But yes. So that was how I climbed up on dick, figuratively and literally. Like looking back at that, like for me, it's just shocking that, you know, what has transpired and the people that I've encountered. But for me, I've always encountered people based on their personality. Like some girls, they go after somebody for what they have. They like, oh, this nigga got money, or this guy's this, that, and the third. I'm just like, oh, hey, this is the girl who I go to school with, and these are some niggas that we hanging out with. And then like I find out later on that they're actually like quote unquote people. You know what I'm saying? So that's just really what it was. But I guess some girls would look at that and they're like, oh, like that's a level up, or that's like it's weird how certain people look at things. And my main focus, even with that situation, like, hey, that guy has went through a lot of legal troubles since I met him. Nothing attached to me, but just in life. You know what I'm saying? And I don't ever really want to be attached to anything like that. My motivation is to move forward and to enjoy people, irregardless of what status they hold, irregardless of, you know, certain things. Now, money is a factor because I do live a certain lifestyle. So you have to be able to at least meet me where I am at in life. But overall, like, I just feel like it's just how people, you know, choose to live and who they choose to engage with. So for me, it was I climbed up on top of him for 30 seconds. Yes. And I felt like at that time in my life, I felt like I was climbing up socially because of who he was and who I was at the time. But now my view is completely different because can't no rapper woo me. I mean, couldn't no rapper woo me then, but it's just like it's really, really weird because some girls, they'll see guys with bottles, or they see some people who have blue checks on their name, and that excites them. You know what I'm saying? Like when these people could be assholes, these people could be, you know, straight up terrible people. You know what I'm saying? So I focus on the motivation of young women and men out there. But yes,
and
which is what the show is about. But yes,
I mean, but if you see a dude like, you know, doing that with bottles, I'm like, you're gonna be broke in a year. Like you're gonna be working at Chuck E. Cheese. You keep fucking around like this. Like, because sometimes it's the dude that ain't even balling like that. He just want to look like he flossing like that. You know what I mean? Like I just saw a story about this guy in Phoenix. And, you know, he was that dude, you know, and bottle popping, and they were comping him shit and, you know, saving tables for him because he would always, you know, bottle top. Turns out this dude was scamming all of these white women, like out of their money. So he was paying with their money. Yeah, he had no fucking money of his own. But he fucked up because he messed with the wrong white girl. And she was like, I am not embarrassed. Like, we are going to court.
Oh, shit.
Let me call, and no shit. She was like, let me call the FBI. And they were like, really? That's what he do? Oh, okay. Here's the sad part.
About the Tinder swindler, Tinder, and the thing on Netflix, or is it on Netflix, or is it on?
No, not Dirty John.
No, not Dirty John. It's called the Tinder swindler or whatever. It's like this dude who basically was like dating all these women and taking them all out on dates, but using the next woman's money to invest on.
Sounds like it, but I think they all do the same thing. This dude was in Phoenix,
Arizona.
Arizona.
Money off of them. Bruh, I was like, what the fuck type of shit is that?
I mean, but no, no shade on them, but I'm like, you just met this man. Why did you give him all the information about your 401k? You know how I feel about that kind of thing.
Why are you giving him?
Like, why?
They say that they are a millionaire and that they are going to make me a millionaire. All they need is my information. I'm gonna be like, no.
All right, but here's $30. Let me see what you do with that, because I'm certainly not giving you my bank account information. And I'm not giving you my 401k. You better take this $30 and see what you can do here.
Oh, the Forex people. Oh, they're out
yeah, I love
but
them.
No. But Priscinda, a time where you may have climbed up on someone figuratively or physically.
Okay. So I don't recommend doing this, but I like, like you said, at a time in my life, right?
Right.
So, all of us that, are hardworking women, how sometimes you just get exhausted and you're like, I need somebody to help me carry this load for a minute because I can't, right? So I go to the courthouse in Brooklyn because Accessoride used to do these, let's talk to the community about what's going on. And so, I couldn't wait to go down there and tell them what the fuck I thought of them.
Goddamn
And I had literally just said like 2 days before that, like, I need somebody to help carry this load. I just need a minute to breathe, like just a minute, right? As soon as I walked in the door, I spotted this guy on the left and I said, oh, well, here we go. That would be him, right? Before my ass hit the seat, he was in front of me. Hi, I'm, Michael. I can say his name because he has a common name. And he gives me his card and, asked me to call him. And I checked him out from head to toe. And I just said to myself, yes, this is it. And I was right. He was very good to me. We're still friends to this day.
Nice.
But I knew in a sense that, he would have no problem supporting your sister for a moment. I just needed a break. I needed some rest. Shit. So like I said, I'm not telling sisters to do that because you don't know what you'll roll up on, so you do have to be careful. But yeah, so you can call that social climbing. You can call it whatever you want. I just know that it worked for me.
There we go. Let's talk about leveling up. Level up.
It worked for me. I needed
yes.
a minute to level up.
Now we need to know what is, and this is for everyone to answer, what is your motivation for having sex?
I'm horny.
Why do you have sex?
I like the way Beauty said, oh, you
I'm
first.
horny. I want to be saved. I want to be loved. Somebody pissed me off today and I need to take some of my aggression out on somebody else. In a nice violent way, though. A nice violent way. Not a mean violent way. A nice violent way.
Oh no.
Okay. Exercise, you burn like a lot of calories. Maybe you missed out on working out. I don't know.
That's true.
Makes me horny though. Like when I get done working out, I'm like really horny. Am I the only person that's like that?
I do feel that way though. Like I understand that completely because anytime my workouts where I'm going hard or if I'm losing a lot of weight, I don't know. I feel like the fat goes away and then like the pussy juices just increase. And then I'm like, I just need dick. Like I just need something to ram inside of me.
I used to get out that steam room. I used to be in that steam room texting, hey, what you doing?
And you know what's so crazy? When I asked you about having sex and you said horny, it's crazy because I don't know I can't say that the reason why I have sex is because I'm horny. Like, of course, it alleviates me, from being horny and it alleviates that touching moment in a sense. But for me, I masturbate and come from masturbating. But when I'm masturbating, I'm thinking about the sex that I've had prior to. So for me, when I have sex, it's like about the motion, the feeling, the connection with that person. And then when I masturbate after that in my own time, I all of those energies I use. So for me, I'm still trying to find my motivation for having sex because it's like I know that it pleases my partner. That would probably be one of my motivations. But I would feel like the second motivation would just be to overall to continue my connection. Because I feel like sex is a part of the connection that I have with someone. So it would be my mental, my physical. So I feel like sex is like an add-on. Like sex is also like similar to that collard greens that I made. It's there. Like they both there. They go down. You know what I'm saying?
Overthinking sex, my love. Yes, you are. Sex is a moment thing. You're overthinking it.
Yeah, we
Why
give
do you
it.
think
Yeah.
she's overthinking it?
I think she's overthinking it because you planning it out, and it's just supposed to be like
Yeah.
your coochie supposed to do that knocking thing, and then you supposed to be like, he make my coochie knock. Okay, I'm about to figure it out.
It's more than a knocking of the coochie.
I mean,
more
it's a
than
whole
that.
physical thing. It's like they
No.
make your heart beat, like you feel the
No,
whole
let me say no.
motion in your body.
Period. No, I need a nigga to do more than motherfucking knock. Okay, I need that nigga to close. I need that nigga to close the umbrella. Okay, put the umbrella to the side.
No, I said
Take
she's
his coat off.
knocking.
Take off his jacket. Wipe his feet on the doormat. Put his key in. Open the door. Then come inside. Yeah, you cannot just knock and then get pussy.
No, I said she be knocking. She be knocking.
Okay, gotcha.
Miss Mary be knocking and be like, "Hey, bitch, it's been a while. Hello, we need to text him. What are you doing with yourself?" Then she send waves through your body, like, "Bitch, you know you feel his leg next to your leg."
So you know what? That's the motivation. That's the inner bitch. That's the motivation then. The inner bitch who comes out, the little one.
She bad motivation. I don't think if we listened to her, bitch, we would all be always just pregnant. Like, I don't think we have no walls. That's the truth. Listen to her. She's not. She's the bad influence in your life. You can't always listen to her. Sometimes she be knocking and you be like, "Bitch, you about to get this vibrator tonight. We are not calling him." Fuck you.
Right.
Figure it out. Oh my God.
And you be screaming at her like, "Don't you pick up that phone.
Exactly.
Don't you answer that phone. You know
Don't you do it. Don't you do it." Oh
Don't
my
you
God.
open that door.
Let's get to some of these comments. Then Priscinda, I would love to know your motivation for
sexual
erotic activities.
satisfaction party time. There you go.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. Sexual satisfaction party
so
time.
So you guys are over here on
Party
Tennessee
time.
Williams size. Tennessee Williams says, "Ain't no love out here. It's just fucking."
No.
I mean,
why did we say no at the same time?
I like to get fucking every blue moon. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to fuck anymore in my life. I don't want to fuck anymore. I want a nigga to rotate his hips as he's inside of me. Like, I need all of that.
You can have passionate fucking is awesome too. It feels just like love making. It's just no emotion there, but it's emotion.
But you know what's so crazy? I feel like because I've had non-passionate experiences sexually in my life, now I'm more so in a place of just really just, I don't want to feel empty when I get up from sex. I want to feel just as full as I felt when I was laying down. And I feel like sometimes when people are at different places in their lives, different things cater to you. When I was younger and I had a different mindset, I did not want to be emotionally attached to anyone. I didn't want a nigga kissing me. I didn't even want niggas eating my pussy because I didn't even want I just felt like to be attached. Like, I wanted either condom sex straight from the back. That's it. That's all you get.
Wow, you don't even want to look at them. You don't even want to look at them.
Yeah. And then from the back end, that my eyes are closed on top of that. You know what I'm saying?
I still do that now that we're older. There is nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you just want the feeling and not the person.
What's that? What's that? Disconnected dick?
Yeah, you just don't. It's like you just want sex. You don't know. They be like, "Open your eyes." They open. Look,
oh my God, you said they open.
But you know what's so crazy, right?
Sexy. They're open.
Because closed eyes aren't terribly bad though. Because I feel like now when I said they aren't terribly bad. Because I feel like now when I close my eyes during sex, it's just more so me. Like, I'm in the moment. I'm feeling the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm focused on the moment because my eyes are closed. But for the most part, back in the days, I was closing my eyes because I'm like, I don't want to remember this moment. I don't want to live here and have any images. So the reasons why my eyes have closed have changed.
I always close my eyes because I'm trying to feel more. Nigga, I'm trying to feel more in the moment. Like,
I do that now.
I need to hear his breathing, and I'm trying to pay attention to the actual body. Or if it's music playing, I'm trying to see how many songs it's been. I'll be like, no, how long have you been doing this? That's what I used to do when I was younger.
Oh God, I love this show so much.
When I was younger having sex, I used to listen to like the songs. Like, Are we supposed to be having like I feel like we're just doing this now. Like I don't what are we doing?
You like it's
Oh
already
my
been
God.
3 songs.
Yeah, like
You should be finished
we
by
done
now.
went, look, we already are we on 12 play and we're already at number 8. Can we wrap it up? What Dave Chappelle said? Wrap
Yeah,
it
that's a long
up.
ass song.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Let's
this
get to
song
some
like
more of these.
Molly Hill.
Let's get to these comments before we get out of here. Kenneth, and we're gonna cover the baby as well. Kennedy Williams says, "I would put on a dangling earring, get a skirl, and give y'all that work. LOL. Leave on my zip up boots." Okay,
I love
okay.
the things in Cocaine's mind though. A dangling earring.
and he said, don't shame V for. He said V making love out here. I guess. And he said, don't shame V for making love. Yes.
I'm
These are
not
the sounds of
shaming you
love
for
making.
making love. I'm not. I
I
promise.
appreciate that. Thank
I'm
you. He
not
says, no
shaming
shame if he
you.
can. He's talking about Kennedy. And Kennedy had said that. Also, Kennedy says it's all about how you feel about the person if it's making love, but it's still fucking. It's what I'm saying. Okay. I see that. I can see that. I can see
Me
exactly
and
that.
Tennessee agree.
Yes. John Logic and Friends says, wait, V went from making love to the closed eyes quickly. You gotta do what you gotta do. That was good. Casey we said, fuck that shit. And John Logic says, I used to do that beauty doll when I was a teen. I needed a whole album for my confidence.
Wow,
For
good
some
for you.
reason, when you were younger, like the music just like made you hornier, and
Was
then
a
when you would
motivating
listen to that
factor.
music, yeah, that was our motivation. And then like when you used to listen to music, you used to be like, let me call this person real quick.
Mm-hmm.
See what they doing.
Set it up. Absolutely. So we have someone else who has been fighting recently in the news, and their motivation is completely different. Not really sexual, but sex is involved. The baby and Danny Lay's brother allegedly well there's this video, but allegedly had a fight at a bowling alley recently where he feels like he was attacked and also jumped. So I wanted to have a look at this video, and then we'll teach the babies with some questions on this on the way out. So allegedly that's the baby. And that's Danny Lay's brother that's fighting. He's over there now.
Get it, baby. Get it, baby. Get that baby. Get that down, baby.
Damn, why he pulling his hair?
I was just gonna say they cut that first video out. It looked like they pieced together
Yeah,
all
they
videos, but that first video, that first part was cut out.
I saw your
because
message.
you see the baby swing on you see his brother her brother turn his head and you see the baby swing on him.
wait first.
And
Yeah,
you see
allegedly.
assisted throw something and swing on him too. So it was automatically like it was like the baby looked at his homeboys like, yeah. So yeah,
Get
I
him.
think that was fair. But I really honestly I respect the brother. Cause he still,
Yeah.
even though they was all fighting him, he still
He
held
said,
it
"I'm gonna
down.
hold it down for my sister," and that was where I wanted to ask the question, everybody, because the purpose of this fight, person, if you're not aware of this, is the baby has a new baby mother by the name of Danny Lay, and they had a recent thing online where they were going back and forth arguing, and he kind of really did make a little bit of a spectacle of his baby mother, and the brother is saying that this guy is disrespecting not only my sister, but he's disrespecting my family as well. So here it is, this guy is now confronting the baby about this, and the baby is, instead of him handling it by himself, he utilizes himself and his goons to allegedly get involved and handle the
And
situation.
he walked away from the, and that they skipped another part. You
Yeah.
see the baby walking away. First off, he started swinging when somebody else hit him, pushed him back down. the baby grabbed his hair, swung him to another dude, then walked away, and then somebody else
Mm-hmm.
grabbed his hair. Like y'all was literally grabbing his hair like some whole
They were
I
biatch.
definitely
mean,
grabbing his hair.
that
That's
was
what
the
I
first
didn't
thing I
like.
thought. Like you pulling hair, like what is this? The Dominican salon on a Saturday? You just grabbing hair? What are we doing? Like,
Exactly.
and I don't blame him for defending his sister. That's his sister,
And he
and
talked
he's
mess
not
about
gonna
the
let you be
family.
disrespectful to his sister. You know, everybody knows you said what you said. You
Exactly.
know, you've been out here being very public about it when that's not what real men do. Let's start there.
Yeah.
That's not what
And
real men do. You know, so you needed like a whole goon squad. Why can't you fight for yourself? I
And this
mean,
is another thing
homegirl
that
all at the bank and she rolling by herself.
yes,
and
she is
She
very
at the
much so
bank
by herself.
it
where
was
she could be
another thing
rolling
that
federal charges,
irritated
but
me.
you out here grabbing hair.
It was another thing
Mm.
that irritated me about this situation when it came to them or whatever. When he put her out and was like on live, talking mess and all the extra stuff he was doing, and he was like, "Oh, you was just a side chick the whole time, trying to embarrass her." Like to me, hanging out with niggas, men. Let me not say, people with penises. You look like a fool too. Get your side chick pregnant, you dimwit. Like what the hell?
Right.
How are you trying to embarrass
And
her?
how are you gonna try to call her a side chick now after you got her pregnant and you moved in with her? That was a whole
You were
other like
exactly like you were taking
you're
you
doing a
y'all
lot.
took pictures. You don't take pictures with your side bitch. You
He
don't
was
Right.
take
doing a lot.
dates. You don't. So nigga, you look like a simp too. Like trying to make
But
her look like a fucking lunatic.
and even in those moments she was still trying to fight for her relationship. So my question is, even with this the baby fight that has recently happened and fighting that's going on in the world, to teach the babies how to do things the right way, right? What's the best way that someone can fight for their relationship or fight for their family member without compromising themselves? And compromising mean them going to jail or them getting killed.
I'm out of this one.
Oh shit.
Beauty doesn't have no type of cohesive way to go
Oh,
about this.
I do. I mean, you can try to talk it out, but I've learned like
You don't sound too
because
confident in the talking it out
Right.
part.
Like you could
I'm
talk it
not
out, but
ignoring it, talking it out. Sometimes that shit don't work. Sometimes you just go, ooh, real quick. So I say,
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. This is my teaching the babies. Give it every single shot before you try to give up.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Let the violence be the last resort.
Yeah, like just let the bottle keep shaking before you just spaz out. If you gonna go to jail, make that shit worth it. I'm just saying, like whatever consequences that you're about to get because of your actions, you better make it worth it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's as
All right.
positive as I can be about this right now.
Okay. I'll go ahead and Priscilla, you want to take us on home, Miss Birthday Girl? Okay. All right. So my theory is this. I'm going to go on the relationship side of the game. I would say this for the babies. If you would like to actually show that you're fighting for a relationship and truly give up a good fight for a relationship that you truly believe is really worth it, I would just say try to remain consistent and be persistent. I feel like sometimes showing someone that you are willing to show up for them or that you're willing to be dedicated or you're willing to do the things that you're claiming to do, the only way that that person can have faith in you or really know what you're saying is true is by them seeing you do it, them seeing you be whoever you said you was going to be to them or just whatever you're going to be in life. So I would just say, as far as relationships are concerned, if you want to fight for your relationship, you don't necessarily have to physically go out there and beat nobody up. No, you could actually just do the things that is going to make that relationship better. If this bitch says she want to go out more often, you put it on your schedule at 8:00 on Friday. You can take her out to Applebee's one week, Burger King the next week. Just make sure if you want to keep this going, you have to find ways to keep this going. Now, even the same thing for women. Sometimes, women, we have to find ways that we want to make things work. And sometimes that doesn't always include sucking a nigga dick. You could bake a nigga a cake one day, take him down on a walk the next day. Just act. We're creative beings. There's several different options. And I feel like with society, sometimes we do become limited to just sexual desires. And I feel like when it comes to relationships, not even romantically, just friendships or even family relationships, intertwining multiple things into those can really, really, truly, I feel like, make things blossom. So if you're trying to fight for your relationship, I'd say be consistent and be persistent and try some shit. It might work. You never know.
All right. I like that. I like that.
Go.
I agree.
All right. So, in terms of relationships, don't fight for somebody that's not fighting with you. If you have to, always be putting up your dukes for someone, and I mean that in both senses of the word, then it's kind of not worth it, because you're fighting for somebody that really is not invested in you. So make sure that person is invested in you. The only time I say you should really be all in is once you're married, because you don't get to just walk away, because now you're married. But in terms of those of us that are dating, don't fight for somebody that's not fighting to be with you as well, because this person is they're already showing you how they feel. How Maya Angelou says, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. So if this person isn't fighting for you, then basically you're spitting in the wind. This is not somebody that's invested in you. So do them the best favor and yourself a bigger favor. Show them your walk away. Now, when it comes to family, I say the same thing holds true. If you're fighting for family and that family, holds it down for you and you hold it down for your family, yes, but be very careful, because these things can get very volatile very quickly. And not everybody has the same level of self-control, because I think it was you and Beauty both that said, once it looked like I might be going to jail, like, it's got to be worth it. Like, I've already signed on for the perp walk. The officer's going to put my hand on my head and get me in the car. Then I got to show up at the jail like, all right. Then I got to show up, in the common room at jail like, who bitch am I now? Because I'm not trying to have that kind of fight in jail. You know what I mean? So, like, you have to make sure that it is worth your while. And how far do you want to go in this? Because at the end of the day, if it goes too far, now there's regret everywhere on both sides. When you see these horrible stories where, somebody has killed a family member over some crazy shit, both those families are in their courtroom. And now they both just lost. They both lost, no matter how you look at it. And every judge says the same thing all the time in every one of these cases. Nobody won. So, to close out, make sure that you're fighting on the right side of this fight.
I second that. Fight on the right side of the fight. I second that.
Be on the right side.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And we will close this out with 2 comments. Mr. Jones 169 says, damn, I'm so late. Yes, we are getting out of here, but you guys can definitely like the video and also subscribe to all of the channels involved, and definitely share as well. Kenneth C. Williams also says, now that's black love like a motherfucker. And let's get one beautiful picture before we go. 1, 2. All right, it's your girl Vanessa Smilez, Miss Beauty Doll, and Queen Priscinda on the check, and we will see y'all back again.